Hi, I am Nikki Hinkle, and I am the so-called brains behind the Analytical Advantage. I have come up with all of the reports that you're seeing here and had them all in spreadsheets scattered all over the place. And I was able to partner with Kayla Wilson, who is the business mind behind things, and another wonderful man who is able to help us take these spreadsheets and put them to life on an incredible dashboard. And so I'm so grateful for this team and for helping us create the Analytical Advantage. And a little bit more about myself. I am a Diamond Ambassador and I am part of a double Diamond household and been with Plexus for 13 years. I have a degree in math and I was a data analyst before having kids for years. And so spreadsheets and forecasting and numbers have always been something that I have thoroughly enjoyed. And so this has just been a natural extension for me is to create something like this. So a little breakdown of what our dashboard has to offer. We start with the projection section, which gives you the overall projections of where your points will likely end at the end of the month. Then we have a section on growth, so you can look at how your growth is looking this month and last month. Then you can see your retention, your top recruiters, and I have a few other reports for you to be able to use to analyze your data and see the health of your team. So first, let's talk about projections. So we broke up this projection report into your entire team and your outside legs so that you get a better picture of the overall health of your business. Your forecast for your points looks at your current points, and then we're going to take that and look at how many points they would be if they were fully compressed. So those compressed points. Then we're going to look at the points that you have left coming from subscriptions that haven't ran yet. I give you what I call a compression bonus, and this is basically how many points you did not compress last month. And then I look at declines, also based on your last month data, looking at what your decline rate looked like last month. This is how I get your overall subscription-only forecast. That subscription-only forecast is probably or should be around where you will end on the 28th when all subscriptions have ran. Then I'm going to look at your points that typically come in from orders that are not on subscription and points that are coming from new VIPs. And this is how I get the overall end of month forecast. I give you a low, high, and an estimate so that you can get a good idea of like where it will end. And it's not just a one straight number. It's always going to be, as we know, businesses change depending on if there's a last minute sale at the end of the month, top recruiting, or a new product that comes out to get lots of people ordering without subs. This can greatly vary how those projections look, and we take those things into consideration. The next thing that we have on this dashboard is looking at your growth. So the growth tab shows you both how many new VIPs you've had join in your levels 1 through 7, plus, even more important information, it shows you how many points you're getting from those new VIPs. That overall number is not always a great indicator of what your growth looks like in your business, because sometimes your dashboard can show you that you've added 100 people for the month, but those 100 people in your level 8 through 10, and so you really haven't even added any points at all. So keep that in mind. Our dashboard is only showing how many in your 1 through 7 and then how many points you got from them. So it's showing your last month and your current month. And then you're going to see a little graph below that that's going to actually give you 6 months of your growth. And this is just looking at your point growth based on those new VIPs, like how many points you're getting on each one. And it'll give you a good idea to see how your better picture to see how your growth is trending month over month. Then our next section is retention. The retention section is broken up to show you both numbers and a bar graph of your 6-month retention. You'll be able to see the current month and previous month for new VIPs that joined in the past 6 months. So don't worry, retention can be one of the trickiest sections to understand and be very overwhelming sometimes. But once you get the hang of it, you'll see how vital retaining your customers is in your business. And this can highlight some of those weaknesses that you may need more work in improving. I will do more training videos on this section for you so that you understand what it's saying. So don't feel like, oh no, I'm never going to be able to understand this report. I will help you and it will make more sense. Then our next section is our top recruiters. So this is great for you to be able to easily pull your top recruiters for both the current month and the previous month so that you can do your shout outs for your team whenever you want and know who needs to get that extra love and attention because they're rocking it this month. The top recruiter section is based only on new VIPs with over 100 PV. So keep that in mind. So if somebody adds a new VIP with 20 PV, that number is not going to count toward their total that they recruited for the month, which that makes it easier whenever you're looking for shout outs for contests. Then we have this other report section. So over here, first we have our points per leg, and this is going to break down your level 1 legs and tell you how many points you're getting from each leg. This is not how many points they have. This is how many points they are giving you, just so you understand that. And then we have points and percentage by level. This is one of my favorite reports to kind of look at. So you can see what levels to get an idea of where duplication might be hindered and where it's really booming. You can see the overall points by level and then the new growth by level with this report. So we're both seeing where our points are at on each level and then where our points are growing on each level for the current month and last month. So for example, if you see that you have a large percentage of people growing in your levels 4s, 5s, and 6s, but your 1 through 3 is really low percentages on growth, that gives you a sign that you know that you need to be working on recruiting and duplication in your lower levels, getting those people sharing and helping them start running with their business. This is also really helpful when you're coaching your downline and looking at their reports so you can see where that duplication is lagging. Are they not going deeper than they need to be, or are they not duplicating at those lower levels? So this is pretty much the sum of all of our reports we have in the Analytical Advantage. I love reports and I'm always open to adding new to this dashboard. So if there's anything that you're missing that you want to see, always feel free to reach out to me. But I hope you love it. I hope it helps your business and I hope you'll join us.